NGO Academy is an initiative by NGOhub to provide changemakers with a platform for capacity building, skill training, and information sharing. In this video, we're talking about how can NGOs grow their network.
My learnings from this 8-9 years journey is that most of my partnerships come from this effort of growing your network, right? And the longer you are involved with the work of growing your network, again, it becomes easier and easier. Both your system and your effort to grow your network becomes easier over time. I'll give you some example of what I'm talking about here. I want to think, again, I'm providing you with a framework to think about this rather than give you the, oh, this, do this, do this, do this. Once you know how to think about it, you will devise your own strategies. Have you heard of this phenomenon that's on YouTube, has been happening for a long time, of all these people who does this? So it's called trading up. So they start with something simple like a paper clip, right? And they say, I am going to go around exchanging my paper clip for something else that is a bit higher value. So they will like, they walk around, or they will go to anyone they know or they don't know, even on the streets. They record this. You can go on YouTube and find videos. It's amazing, and they eventually trade one by one until they get a house. Now, what happens actually? They have a paper clip and they go around and say, can I trade you for like this? Okay, this toy car. The value is a bit higher than the paper clip, right? But someone would be willing to trade because the value, never mind, paper clip. It's like, and it's a toy car, nothing, right? I'll give you this one, and you give me the paper clip. Then they get a toy car, right? So then the toy car, then they say, oh, can I trade it for a remote control helicopter or a remote control car? Value almost the same. So you're trading up, you're getting a bit more higher value. And people say yes sometimes because, okay, that's a nice thing to have, or I don't mind, nothing, it's an experiment for you. Then they trade up, right? And eventually they trade up just slightly into things like, oh, I get a hi-fi system now, like a speaker system and all that, and then the speaker system, they want to trade it up to like a small, I don't know what's the next thing in value, small motorbike or something. Oh, then people with a motorbike, an old motorbike, and say, I want a stereo system. I don't want this motorbike. Okay, you give me a trade it. And eventually they trade up until they get a house. And this has happened. Now, what's the concept behind this? The concept behind this is that you always start with something less of a value, very, very small value. So if you start from zero in terms of networking, you are just networking one step. Don't think about, wow, I want to be there. I want to be like playing with the big boys and all that. Sometimes it feels intimidating. It's hard. You don't even get invited to those events, and it's natural, right? Our journey also started like that. We have no partners when we begin. We don't know where to ask for funding. We don't have any track record, right? So we do small things. We do small things that generate attention. Okay, I'm not invited to those big events where all the big funders are, fine. Then I do a small event, I organize with very few people coming. So I start with organizing for NGOs first, because I know NGOs, right? So I start with something simple that I have. So I start with organizing a simple event for NGOs. And when I have organized 5 events, then suddenly the corporates always see all this posting on social media and say, oh, this is very interesting. A lot of NGOs go there. I want to go there and see also. Then I start organizing maybe an event for a corporate and also NGOs mixed together. And then 2 or 3 corporate companies turn up, right? Let's say lah. Then that's my first leverage. I traded something with nothing. I traded up to, now I have an event where 5 different companies came, right? Well, but they are not interested to be partners yet, right? So then what's happened next? So I think about, what can I trade next? Okay, so maybe now I want to organize an event where I invite them to be a speaker, right? So once they are a speaker, then I can also, present what we do, and we talk about an issue that I am fixing in the community with their experience. So then once I have this, then I can tell people, hey, I'm inviting other companies to come and listen. You know what I mean? Then from that 5 companies, then now the next event, 30 companies came and attend the event I'm organizing. So can you see that it's step by step, I get more and more exposure from nothing, right? So networking is something like this. Networking is about building from small and then trading it up, right? Once you have your first partner, then you use the logo of your first partner in your website to present to other partners, right? And from one partner, you get 3 partners. From the 3 partners, then you present, and then more people, when companies see, wow, okay, you already work with these 3 companies, okay, then I'm more confident now, right? Now, that's trading up.
Want to enhance your skills to change the game for your NGO? Sign up for NGO Academy today.